The following is a completely original fanfiction series written by CALLMEARJ. This is episode 1. Make sure to also smash that subscribe button to enter our new Xbox One X giveaway with a copy of Dragon Ball FighterZ, all sponsored by Bandai Namco. One click and you're in, so get that done now. Goku, Son Goku, the mortal of Universe 7, whose decision almost erased countless universes and lives following the Tournament of Power, a tournament between the universes of the lowest mortal levels, an idea hatched from his own mind and accepted by Zeno Sama through their unlikely friendship gained ironically during the Goku Black arc. Son Goku ultimately surpassed limits no god nor angel could possibly have ever predetermined. Though in the end Android 17 was the winner of the tournament, the breakthrough moment which lived in the mind of all 12 God of Destructions and indeed the angels and their father was the moment a mere Saiyan delved into the power of the angels 3 times before finally mastering it indefinitely. The battle which waged on from that moment on between Goku and another mortal already recognized by the gods as a being even beyond them surpassed all expectations and spectacle, drawing not only the dual Zenos in, but also the eyes of the Daishinkan himself. The once thought to be unbreakable arena of the Tournament of Power crumbled under their blows. Jiren walked away defeated, but knowing of a warrior who finally surpassed him, and who was capable of accomplishing the impossible, able to break his limits whenever necessary, multiple times and with no end to his power in sight. On return to planet Earth, Goku and the rest of the Z-Fighters enjoyed a brief period of peace. Though UI was not something Goku could tap into at will, he knew of what was possible and carried on his efforts in training with his eternal rival, Vegeta, who by all accounts also managed to break limits during that fated tournament and reached the power of gods. As we all know though, this peace was short-lasted as a new Saiyan was found, one ultimately whose power was of legend, the legendary Super Saiyan that Vegeta had spoke of so many years ago, the Saiyan foretold to have power that infinitely grew, ultimately to the point that this growth led to the Saiyan's ultimate death via self-destruction. Goku learned from this battle that not even the power of blue enhanced with Kaioken was enough to even dent this new Saiyan with a form he could never achieve, and neither could Ultra Instinct. In the end, Broly defeated both Goku and Vegeta despite all their advancement, but not without consequence. With the power within him leaking out from all areas, he too knew of his impending fate of self-destruction. With Goku, Vegeta, Beerus and Whis looking on to see the end of planet Earth as they knew it, the sight of Chilai caught Broly's eye. The woman who saved him and his father from planet Bumper, the first woman he had ever formed any type of relationship other than his mother. The sight of her snapped within Broly, the only part of his consciousness that remained, and as his last act, Broly travelled far into the atmosphere and let his power release, self-destructing and ultimately fulfilling the prophecy of the legendary Super Saiyan. Goku and Vegeta looked stunned, realizing what their foe had done. Maybe he wasn't as evil as they had thought, but instead completely misunderstood. Suddenly, Goku sensed something, an energy that was fading, that was faint and running out fast, but it was there. It was Broly. Broly had survived. As Broly crash landed to Earth, Goku, with the last bit of energy left inside him, used his instant transmission to catch him, both crashing to the floor with Goku bearing much of the brunt. The both of them laying beside each other, unconscious but alive, harking back to a scene from the past. And with that, the events of the Broly movie concluded. Some years later, the scene spans across Beerus' planet, A shining white light is seen attacking a green light. A huge explosion erupts from their collision, which angers Beerus, but he remains unnaturally silent, while Whis remains with a small smirk. From the smoke, a bright light becomes less blurred, and from it appears Mastered Ultra Instinct Goku, standing tall, emotionless, as if the impact had no effect. A short distance away, the green light fades to show a Broly who is out of breath and damaged. Broly, after his efforts to avoid destroying the Earth, was shown mercy by Goku, similar to what happened to Vegeta. Broly, now with an improved power controlling collar built by Bulmac Capsule Corporation, and with the death of his evil father Paragus, has now been able to live a different life, in peace and alongside the Z-Fighters as their now rank number 2 warrior, as Vegeta now enjoys a life focused on his daughter, choosing to train in solitude with the limits of his power unknown at this point. Goku lands on the ground and releases the Ultra Instinct back to his base form, telling us all he now has complete control over his abilities. Broly lands on his knees saying he's had enough, while Goku in his happy-go-lucky base form laughs it off, saying how pleased he is he's finally managed to surpass the legendary Super Saiyan. He turns to Whis and asks him what's left to teach him, wanting to reach the next level, but Whis laughs and says there is nothing else left an angel can teach. His role ultimately is to watch over the God of Destruction, teach them Ultra Instinct if need be, but that is their limit. Goku looks disappointed, asking Beerus this time, but he reacts angrily. You've mastered the form now that even I cannot. It's blasphemy how you mortals have surpassed even me. Be content as you are. Goku laughs before Whis interrupts. There is of course someone who could take you to the next stage. Goku looks on interestingly. Whis continues, my father, the Daishinkan, will without doubt be able to show you what goes beyond Ultra Instinct, Goku-san. Goku excitedly gets ready and travels with Whis to Zeno-sama's dimension, meeting the Grand Priest at the entrance. The Grand Priest welcomes them both and assumes Goku is here to see Zeno, but Goku stops him and tells him he is actually looking for him instead. Goku explains the situation and the Grand Priest cannot believe what he hears, smirking as he realizes a mortal from Universe 7 has not only surpassed the God of Destruction, but also mastered what was once only meant to be perfected by his children, the 12 Angels. He tells Goku that there is indeed a level beyond Ultra Instinct, which causes Goku to yell in excitement. He tells the Grand Priest, let's get started now. The mood coldly shifts however, with the Daishinkan staring at Goku with an air of disgust and tells him he will never be taught what lies beyond, when not even his children are capable of learning it. Goku, struck by fear for the first time as the cold nature of the Daishinkan's power petrifies him on the spot, he mutters, there must be a way. The Daishinkan calms back down to his usual self and tells Goku, if you wish to reach the next level, you must prove yourself more powerful than all 12 of my children. Defeat all 12 angels of all 12 universes and I'll grant your wish, Son Goku. Whis immediately breaks into laughter, realizing the impossibilities of his father's requests, and begins to walk back to travel back home, calling Goku to come, but he's interrupted, as Goku, now with his confidence back, proclaims, let's do it, if that's what it takes, I'll do it. Whis looks shocked as the Daishinkan looks on at Goku with a small smirk, and the episode comes to a close. That was it for episode 1 guys, of my first episode of my own original fanfiction. Some of you may have realized already that this actually has many of my theories and predictions that I've made for the Broly movie all completely incorporated in. In future, I will be trying to get some more images to show each of the scenes, maybe some animations if I can get some help. Perhaps I'll draw them myself, but do make sure to let me know down below exactly what you think of my first episode. Did you like the tone and the story so far, or do you have any ideas of where you'd like the story to go from here? Let me know down below as I will be replying, but until next video guys, cheers.